Hey, headed up to Green Timbers, Pigeon River area around Vanderbilt, Michigan. Beautiful elk country up here. Tried to beat the clock. I didn't get out of work on time. Had to work a little bit late, but hey, work is what pays for trips like this, so who can complain? Hoping to spend a few days up here, meet some fellow hammock buddies, and we'll walk back in. Hopefully, get there before dark. I don't know. Maybe I'll just walk in a little ways and set up camp. Maybe I'll be able to beat the clock and get back in and get set up before dark. But more to come. Thanks for coming along. See ya. Hey everybody. Made a little change of plans. I drove past the trailhead. It's almost 8 o'clock. It's starting to rain and sprinkle a little bit. I don't think it's anything that's going to last. Just a little here and there. It'll go away. But it's, I don't know, 3-4 miles to walk in from the main trailhead. Hey, I don't know if you saw that. There's a couple of deer running right in front of me. Great timing. I am going down, if you're familiar with the Green Timbers area, I am going down Hare Road. A little 2-track when we winter camp back here. If you know where the lower cabin is, it's a great shortcut. Turns it into about 3/4 of a mile or a mile walk. So given the time of day, I'm just going to walk it in from here, get set up. I don't want to set up out here and then have to go pack it up in the morning and set up again. So we will catch y'all when I get to camp. Be driving back in. Thanks. Yeah, it's about as far as I'm driving in. It's actually pretty cool. I scared up a couple different sets of deer, had some cranes come flying out. But gets a little tight on the trail up here, so we'll leave the Jeep here, head on in the rest of the way on foot. Looks like the water's up a bit. Gotta say, this part always makes me a little nervous when I'm coming through here on the winter camp. Put about 2 foot of snow up on that bridge, sled behind you. Always waiting for it to drop off in the creek at me. Interesting thing about the Green Timbers area. It was actually at one point an old guy that owned some steel mill, not even sure where out of. He owned a lot of land here, and this was his company's hunting area. So he had a number of cabins throughout the area, and as you're walking along, you'll every once in a while see a little opening like this. You get back in there and poke around, you can sometimes find footings of some of the old cabins. There's a structure up here ahead that when I get to camp I'll show you. It's a, not really sure what it was, probably an old room that they'd go to for a tornado shelter. Maybe a spot to store some food. Maybe they had a generator in it. Oh, here's another one. Kind of see some of the concrete, the outline of just a real small cabin. But there were quite a few of these little cabins out here. And what a great spot to get out of work, head up here as a guest of the guy that owned the mine, and do a little deer elk hunting. trails are in actually pretty good shape. I'm not sure if it's more deer and elk walking down them or people, but kind of coming in the back way a little bit here. Yeah, I was setting up quick. There's a few guys already here. Probably 3-4 of us. A couple more coming in tomorrow. But he's a little spread out. I snore. I try to stay away from everybody. But what a beautiful area. Love these woods. Give you a quick tour of the homestead for the weekend. More tarp than I needed for the weather, but actually Underground Quilts does a great job. This thing's lighter than some of my other smaller tarps. Underquilt, hammock, top quilt. Just a great weekend, real comfortable weather, mid-70s for highs, mid-50s for lows. Good weekend all around. Packing up, heading out soon. Walking out, I almost forgot. I wanted to show you something over here. I don't know if you can see it or notice it. I actually found out finally this weekend what this thing is. But up on the hill here is this strange little concrete bunker bomb shelter looking thing. Tucked way in off the trail, built into the side of a hill. I've heard this thing called generator room, bomb shelter, tornado shelter. But it's literally just a dank little room. You can see it had lights in the ceiling. Had a panel over here. And at one point, a pretty sturdy double door. But one of the guys that was with us this weekend found from the DNR the original maps of this place, which is kind of cool, where all the cabins were. And on that original map, they have this labeled as document storage for the mining company that owned it. So, document storage, I don't know, maybe. Weird little thing to find out in the middle of the woods, though.